This is Sachutani. I hope you're all having an amazing day. It's so good to be back on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching this video. Welcome back to this video. So this video especially is for those people who are working in any of the company and they're going like the company environment is so shit, they just cannot do it anymore, they just cannot be a part of that company anymore, the environment's really freaking them out. This video is for you. Just watch this video and I'm going to assure you by the end of this video you probably will have at least one reason to stay in that company or a bit more. So the story is of a person who was working in a company and he was just so much exhausted by the toxic environment, by the people who were working in that company, the kind of culture that was going there, the kind of political situation that was happening between groups of those companies. And there was all sorts of fighting going in that office that makes that person think that I cannot work here anymore, my work is being suffered, my creativity is totally gone. When I came here I was all positive and enthusiastic and encouraged to do my work, I was so passionate to do it all the way. But now with all those situations, I cannot do it anymore, I cannot take it anymore. So he writes down his resignation letter, goes to the HR department, goes to the HR head and drops his resignation letter, says that I cannot do it anymore, I am quitting. The HR guy relaxes him for a bit and offers him a seat, gives him a glass of water, relaxes him and asks him what happened. He says, I just he uttered all the bad things that was happening in the environment, the kind of culture that was going there, and he says everything. The HR guy listens to him patiently, but then he says that okay, if you want to quit, it's your call, I'm not going to stop you, but I request you to do just one thing for me before you leave. He said, okay, I can do anything, tell me what that is. The head of HR gives him a glass of water full till the brim, so if he could make any jerks, the water is going to spill out. He gives him a task and says that you have to take a tour of the office with this glass in your hand and you have to focus on the glass without making the water spill out of it, so you don't have to lose any of the water, and you have to come back to me with the full glass as you're taking it. The guy thinks that it is a bit weird, but he takes the challenge. He takes the glass, start walking in the office, takes the entire tour, come back to the HR department, gives that glass. The HR guy congratulates him that he has done the task in the best way possible. Now he offers him to sit again and start asking a few questions. Now these are the questions that we have to ask ourselves first. He goes that while you were taking a tour of the office, now with the glass in your hand and you were all focused on the glass that you have to save the water without spilling it out, did you see any of the fights? He goes, no, I could not see any of the fight because I was all focused, all concentrated on that glass of water. Now at this time he started understanding this whole idea of counseling that was going there. The HR guy asked him another question. He says that, did you see anyone fight or talk bad about you while you were taking this glass of water around the office? He says, no, I could not do that because I was all concentrated, all of my energies, all of my focus was just with that glass of water, so I could complete that task in the best way. Now HR guy asked him, did you ever reminded yourself that you came here with a passion and that passion was just like a glass of water and all of your energy was just like a water inside that glass, and by that time you spend here, you kind of voluntarily become a part of the environment and you let the environment affect you, so all the water that was inside you, all the energies that was inside that glass spilled out and you did not even notice because you were so much overwhelmed by the environment, so much overwhelmed by the culture. So it's it's totally upon us that we could be a part of the environment, we could detach ourselves from the environment if the environment is toxic, if it is making us less creative, if it's suffering our work, if it's suffering our motivation. With that, it's always our choice that we can actually rethink our focus, we can rethink our imaginations. And now the HR guy goes like, okay, if you want to resign from this company, if you want to quit this company, it's up to you, you can go anywhere you want to work, but you need to be certain that wherever you're going to work, you will not find all these situations, you will not find all these complexities that you are, you know, finding here, that you have observed here. And that guys goes into thinking again, like, it's not possible that any of the environment that you go into, there is no challenge. You will find one or the other sort of challenges. You just have to keep your focus alive. You just have to keep your focus intact with the passion and the purpose that you have initially, you know, started with, so that the glass always remains full. So my tip to all of the people who are working in any of the environment are and who are thinking that they are on the edge of quitting because of the environment, you have to rethink your focus, my friends. You have to rethink what passion, what purpose you actually initiated with, and you just have to keep reminding yourself that you have something to hold on, you have something to be really careful about, and that thing is just like a glass of water filled to the brim, and you just have to keep it so secure, so much safe that none of the water just spills out, because that is the energy that you should be, you know, leading with. That is the energy that you'll require in order to succeed in your passion. Thank you.